streaming on there. I gotta wait for YouTube. Okay, let me go on my YouTube real quick. Your channel. Share. Copy that real quick. Okay, wow, are people joining in already? As our streaming people are going. Hello, everyone. Give me a bit. Going around telling people that I am online. Shrek. What's the random person saying Shrek? Hello, hello. Thank you for joining in. Ooh, a lot of people joining in. Love it. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Let's go, let's go. Posting around that I am streaming. Oh my god, 12 people on. Love it. Now keep on joining in. I will begin it once I'm done posting that I am streaming. We should have a thing already set up like we had ahead of time next time. Okay, let me post on Twitter that I'm streaming. Okay, posted there. Posted there too. Then I can post on YouTube as well that I'm streaming. And one last one. And 15 people already joined in. Love it. Okay, last one, and we can begin. Well, that's actually a good question. I'll actually answer that before I even start it. Before I start everything, after I start beginning everything. Okay, I'll look at that. And I'll remember that before I forget and begin. Okay, so I restream everywhere and post it everywhere. All right, so let's begin. That should be. Sorry guys, I already need dinner. All right. Hey everyone, MarioKartGamerDude's here, and in today's thing, I am doing the my first part, my round 1 of my 30k subscribers special, where I will be doing a series of streams, doing certain things. The first one, round 1, is a Q&A. The second one will be me drawing my friends OC, so that's gonna be embarrassing. And then the other one is just, you know, me playing against you guys in Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, or any other games that come up along the line. But yeah, I managed to get a lot of questions in. I didn't see any of the questions. I only copied and pasted them all here. I didn't see the contents of any of the questions. I didn't see what they were or how many, I believe. But yeah, thanks you guys for always sending in all these questions. I know you guys send in like a lot, so I'm going to go through a lot, and I'm gonna go through every single one and then answer them as truthfully or anything else as possible. For any like advice or anything else you ask me, if it's anything like bad and not good, then I'm not gonna answer that, because again, I didn't see all your questions. So if any of them are like they rub me off the wrong way, then toss aside. And if you know, if you see your question here and you're like, hey, that's my question, you can go ahead, because I'm pretty sure I made sure that none of the questions that were sent over to me have their name, so you don't have to worry about me like saying your name or anything like that. So yeah. We'll get started on that. Okay, I know some people already asked me some questions in the chat real quick, so I'll scroll through really fast. Hang on, let me scroll through. Okay, I see one person asking me, When will be more DLC updates in Mario Kart World? I don't know. I'm hoping very soon. I don't work for Nintendo. I wish. But even if I did, I wouldn't be able to tell you anyway. But yeah, I hope there is more DLC down the line. I'm pretty sure they will be adding more, because we got more Knockout Tours coming up eventually. But they say they will be adding more. But I don't know when they're gonna add them. That's not my department. I wish I knew. Trust me, I wish I did. Okay. What are your predictions of the new Fire Emblem Direct happening soon? That one I'm not sure for that one because it's a new Fire Emblem game. I am gonna stream that too, but it could be like for anything. I'm very curious on how they're gonna do this new storyline and if it's like a prequel or a sequel to my Three Houses. So we'll see what happens. Okay, this one's a actually good question. If I had to choose a Dead Sonic rep for Smash Brothers, who would I choose? Well, the most obvious ones I can choose are Tails, Shadow, and Eggman, because those are the most highly requested characters for Smash Brothers. Shadow is still an assist trophy, which sucks, and then Knuckles got revealed as an assist trophy, and we all thought that because Knuckles will be an assist trophy, that Shadow will be a fighter, but nope, we didn't get that. And Tails is also a very good choice. You know, he's my sidekick and all that. You know, it would be great to have him there. And then Eggman being his main bad guy. We have a lot of bad guys in Smash Bros. Ultimate, so we thought he would be added, but nope. I don't know when they're gonna add another Sonic character rep to Smash Bros., but I hope very soon in the next one, if we get one. I don't know when we're gonna be getting one, but we'll see. I want to see you in the Burning Pattern sites. Who knows? I might contact him one day. Hey, Rainbow Blitz. Hey. Okay, let me answer. Okay, I'm gonna answer all these really fast. What is your usual approach when creating a story? Is it inspiration or something that could first? That's a good question. Whenever I create a story, it either just comes to my mind. Like, I know you guys are like familiar with my Mario Sonic Fusion Mayhem and all my other projects I've done. It just comes to my mind. It's usually that's inspiration, or like I think it's mostly inspiration or something that's comes to my brain, that whatever concept, because whenever a crossover, you know, I'm the crossover guy, so whenever I do a crossover thing, I just think of like, what's the plot? What's getting them to do this? Is it going to be a slice of life crossover or a action-y adventure? It just depends, really, but it's my approach is always either inspiration or something that's comes to my brain. Honestly, it's both of them at the same time. What if the Spy Kids, Charmy, Tangle, I Whisper, Mario, SPO, Omega, Ready for Action? You mean like them in a Spy Kids movie? Okay, sure, I guess. Okay, so let's get started with the questions that we have here. Alright, round one, let's begin. Remember, if you see any of your questions and you feel comfortable enough to say like, hey, that's mine, go ahead. Alright, let's go. Question one. Oh, wait, I put pictures in there just to like celebrate everything. Okay, first question. How did you meet any of the people you collab with? Okay, that's a good question. Okay. All the people I collaborated with, whenever I reached out to them, I just basically just reached out to either one of them, or our paths crossed in any of the projects that I've done. You guys already know that I'm very, that I'm friends with, the artist in Tendrar, so it was way back when I was still a rookie in YouTube. I contacted her to do art for the Mario Sequestral Girls thing, and that's how we connected, and then over time we became friends. That's how I met up with her, and then for any of the other ones I collaborated with, again, I just either reached out to them because I saw their work, or our paths crossed in any of the projects we've done together, or like I get assigned to a project as a voice actor or whatever, and then I see them in there, or if I'm conveniently in their Discord server and I want to interact with them, that's how it happens. There's basically just reaching out and connections. That's how I met any of the people that I collaborated with. Look, Luigi and Daisy are adorable, okay? Okay, do not blame me. Anyway, moving on. Okay, Sonic and Mario Kart. Well, duh, yes. Why would that even be a question? That's a big fat yes. Hello, people have been wanting Sonic in Mario Kart. I know we have the Sonic Amiibo, which is like the closest thing we'll get to, why is it not this here? Okay, Sonic Amiibo, Mario Kart 8. Like, this is the closest we'll ever have to Sonic in a Mario Kart game. So, well, who knows, we'll get him one day, but this is like the closest we'll ever get to having Sonic in Mario Kart. I don't know when it will ever be. If they do add him to Mario Kart World, it would be like the best day in anyone's life, because that's like anything. People have been wanting Mario in Cross Worlds, but unfortunately, since Nintendo is, well, Nintendo, they're not gonna put him in there, because he would have to be Mario, and all the characters for Nintendo would have to be restricted to just the Nintendo Switch thing, and they're not gonna allow Mario to be playable in any other console like that. So it's unfortunately like that. But for Sonic to be in Mario Kart, it wouldn't be that hard. Sega and Nintendo are already close like allies in business terms, so I'm pretty sure it'll be easy to put him in Mario Kart World if they ever do like a crossover like that. Oh god, I would so love that. I mean, just imagine Sonic animated in the way that Mario Kart World is. He will look so amazing there. Alright, next question. Would you want to see, if possible, a heart-to-heart conversation sequence between Peppy Hare and Whisper the Wolf, considering how both suffered the same fate, trauma of betrayal, and emerging from the ashes of the previous generation of their respective teams? I guess because you're saying since Whisper lost her team, and then Peppy Hare lost Fox McCloud's father, James McCloud. I could see them interacting if someone did like a crossover between Sonic and Star Wolf, Star Fox, I mean. So I guess they can ever do that. Like, if someone ever wanted their crossover to be like that, yeah, I can see it happening. How am I in Nintendo High? Okay, that's actually a very, that's a good question right there, too. Okay, so, am I able to zoom in on my things here? Let me zoom in on here. There we go. Okay. How am I in Nintendo High? Alright, so, the reason I'm in, how I'm in Nintendo High, I've been watching that series for, like, a very long time. Nintendo High. I've been watching the series for a very long time. I grew up watching it, and whenever I started doing voice acting, I've been trying to reach out to the creator, Fuzzle or Fuzzle, I think I pronounce it, and when I finally managed to reach out to him before emailing him, asking him to, like, if there's any opportunities for any character out there, then I would like to try out for. And then after a while, he finally got back to me, and he said to to connect on Discord, and that's how we got to talking. And he asked me to voice excuse me, what's his name? DJ Octopus. DJ Octavio. Yeah, DJ Octavio. Yeah, when he was on Nintendo High. I don't know if they want to screenshot of that guy. No screenshot of him on there. He's supposed to be there. There should be a post about him somewhere about that. Let me see. I wonder if he's on the wiki. If he's on the wiki there, I'm gonna freak out. Let me see. Octavio. Let me see if they want to. Nope. No, my wiki about him? Darn it. I want to see my name on here. It'd be so cool if there was. But, yeah, let me see if I can type it in and then on Google, and then... Nintendo High. I know it's in a recent episode, like Season 3, I think. Hey, there I am in the AI search bar, whatever. Blah. But, yeah, I was in that episode, so I had to talk like this the entire time for him. Almost like I'm, Iggy a little bit, but a little bit of a... Let's see, it was a summer party. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get copyrighted by this. I mean, I literally appear in this episode. It's not copyrighted. I literally appear in this episode, so there's no way I'd be, like, copyrighted with that. Yeah, the sleepover one. The sleepover episode. Yeah, that one. Yeah, let me, and then I show up, near the end. Yeah, not him. Yeah, I voiced DJ Octavio here, and then, but I was very happy to hear my voice. Even this, I was so like, even though just one line, like, just in any way capacity, it was like the best thing. I know. Pretty sure I left a comment. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was literally the best time. I really just love the fact that I did I get credited as MarioKartGamerDude? I forgot. Let me see. Did I get credited as Edward or? Yep, I did. There I am, right there. Haha, yay. So yeah, when I was happy that he agreed to have me be on it, and he said that if DJ ever appears again in any future episode and he has a voice line, then he'll reach out to me. So if he ever comes back, we'll see. Fingers crossed, people. I really love the fact that I got onto it. It's like a dream come true for me. How's Nintendo having any problems with Nintendo? Yeah, you know what? I'm actually also very surprised by that too. There are a lot of like Mario fan series on YouTube anyway. So since they are all like younger versions of every Nintendo character, I'm guessing it's okay. So you know, it's not really like copywriting or anything. They're all younger versions, so they're not really. Even though they are the characters, they're all younger versions. Like, look at Mario and Luigi. They look nothing like Mario and Luigi from, you know, how they are now. So, that's probably why they never had any problems. Okay, but yeah, me being Nintendo High, great achievement. I really hope to voice DJ Octavio one more time or a few more times in the future if he ever comes back. Okay. Do you have a life advice for content creators and viewers? Okay, this is a good question. Anyone can be using any of this. If you are becoming a YouTuber, definitely find your footing somewhere. What do you want to publish on YouTube? What do you want to put out on there? And then just gradually build your audience and stuff. Like, I thought my channel was still like weak. I would say my channel, I remember saying this in my before, that my channel just started out as a normal small thing. It was around the time when the Mario and Sonic Rio Olympics was still a thing, that when gameplay was being shown and everything about that game, and when I showcased stuff from it, that's when my channel began to blow up a little bit more, and that's when I knew that I found my footing. Like, posting things from the Mario and Sonic series was like my thing. But then over time, I shifted over to doing voiceover and comic work, which, you know, the Mario Sequester Girl stuff came around. Let me see my playlist real quick. Playlists. Yeah, so like, when I did the, I don't have the playlist up there anymore. When, let's see, do I have that? It should be around here somewhere. Rio, I think it should be around here, or did I get rid of that? I do see Tokyo 2020 and Sochi for some reason. Yeah, but, around that time is when I was in, and then when Mario Sequester Girls came around, like, that's when my channel blew up more. But regardless of what I'm saying, you have to find your footing and know what you want to be putting out. And when you post things, don't let yourself be discouraged by any thing that could harm, anything that could, like, man, I'm not doing so well. My channel is not doing anything good. I'm not getting a lot of views. Like, this is me. It's nothing that you should let yourself be discouraged by. Keep going, and don't let self-doubt cloud your mind, because it took a while for me to get here, and I still struggle sometimes with some views certain times. Like, for example, a lot of people mostly want to see either my Sonic comment dubs, my comic reviews, or Mario Sonic Fusion Mayhem, or my Mario Cast Crossworld stuff. Like, those are the ones that always get thousands of views within a day, always. But for anything else, no, nothing like that. So, again, it all depends on what we want to put out and stuff. But yeah, okay. Who asked this question right here? If you're in the chat, did you ask, who asked this question right here? Sonic Forces or Sonic Frontiers? Who asked this question? Who asked this question? I see Jake in the chat right now. Jake, was this your question? Was this your question? Was this the question you said you put in? You said you put a question in. Was this your question? Because if you asked this, oh, I'm gonna get you for that. Sonic Forces or Sonic Frontiers? Who would ask this question? Who would gently ask this question? Okay. Like, I don't know who asked this. If you're in this and you're keeping your mouth shut and not saying anything, it's smart because... Okay, you know. Okay, so it wasn't you. Okay, it was something you would ask. Okay, okay. Okay, obviously, I'm gonna say Frontiers. I'm obviously gonna be saying Frontiers. Who that? Okay, someone did this as a troll. Whoever did it was a troll. They're trolling me. Okay, obviously, I'm gonna say Frontiers. Look, again, like, I have nothing to hate towards, Forces, quote-unquote. Why do you keep showing random things like that? I don't... Again, here's a big thing. I don't hate Forces. It just could have been better. Way better. But it was still during that era where Sega was still, like, too... stingy and tight on their certain writing and characters and stuff like that. The only thing I'll give praise for it is, Infinite and, the OC character. It's how my OC came to life. So that's the only praise I'll give to it. And also the music, a little bit. And the concept was not bad. Like, Eggman finally taking over and everyone lost. Like, that's a good concept, but it was executed badly. And of course, the big red flag, classic Sonic did not need to be there whatsoever. But yes, like I said, Frontiers is the thing. For one thing, Forces took me only 2 or 3 days to beat. I probably would have beaten it in 1 day if I didn't have college and work. Okay? Okay, I would have beaten it in way more than just 1 day. I would have beaten it in just a day. Frontiers, it took me a long time. It took me a long time to defeat. A long time, okay? So, that should be enough. That should be enough to, like, tell you that if you wanted to get Frontiers or Forces, yeah. The right choice is Frontiers. Of course, it's all up to you, but yeah. Frontiers, okay? Oh, one question in the chat. What inspired you to make Mario Sonic Fusion Mayhem and all your retro projects? Oh, that's a good question. For Fusion Mayhem, I just wanted a proper Mario and Sonic crossover, and I think it was around the time I was still wondering what happened to the Olympic Games series. So that's really the reason why I wanted to get a series like that, a good crossover, and plus it was kind of it had like a little meta joke inside there where, you know, they're celebrating the long anniversary of them teaming up in the Olympics. So it just, you know, but that's a thing I wanted for them to do, a proper crossover and where stakes are high and everything. Since for now at this moment we don't have a official crossover without the Olympics yet. Right now, this is like a thing where you can get like a little bit of taste of it if it ever comes to light. As for my other projects, excuse me, as like stuff like crossover and stuff, like this one is a slice of life thing for Mario and Sonic, and then this the Mario Cast thing, like that's one where I just wanted to see how it would be if Mario was in Cross Worlds, and I didn't even expect it to blow up like that. Yeah, but everything else, again, majority of my things are crossovers, which is very funny. But that's why, like, recently I've been going into stuff that aren't crossovers, like these two, the Mario series right here and the Sonic series right here. Like, those are things without crossovers. But again, I just wanted to like adapt more stories and have like, you know how Sega has, you know how people always say Sega fans do what Sega don't. Like, we're doing we're doing Sega justice by showing more projects and stuff. Like, there are so many great things that fans from Sega have done with Sonic, so I'm also one of those fans. I did great things with Sonic and want to do more of it. And that's basically how I did it. Okay, next question. Who gave you some of the ideas for your projects? Actually, no one did. Those were all, again, like, my ideas. Unless you're, like, talking about, like, specific scenes in some of the projects. That's the only, like, thing that I will say. Like, sometimes my artists would, tell me, certain things like, hey, I think this would be a good idea, or do this, or do this. Like, that is something where they give me an idea. But, the ideas themselves, the ideas of the projects themselves, all me. All me. Next, tell us your valid Sonic opinion. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's see. My valid Sonic opinion. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna say something that's gonna, like, stir the pot for every Sonic fan. Okay, no matter what we say or do, there's never gonna be a 100% happy Sonic fan. Like, everyone has their own valid opinion, and everyone has, like, Sonic can do this, or Tails can do this, or Knuckles can do that. No, he can't do that, blah, 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 blah. Like, everyone has their own thing, and a lot of them are valid. Many of them are true and valid to this thing. Like, there are some opinions about Sonic's character, how the story sometimes can be written in IDW. Like, there's a lot of things people say, like, something IDW writing, like, people always complain about some of the writing in the game, like, I'm in the game, in the game, and also the comic series. Like, people hate how Sonic can be written sometimes. Sometimes he can be written on point. Sometimes he can be, like, whenever he lets people go, stuff like that. Like, no matter how many opinions and stuff we say, there's never gonna be a true happy Sonic fan. There's always gonna be someone. There's gonna be someone who's disappointed. Like, I could love the way Sonic's written here, but someone could hate it. Like, there's never gonna be a 100% happy Sonic fan unless you have, like, no qualms or anything, no issues whatsoever, no issues, nothing. Then great. But someone's gonna always have an opinion against it. I could disagree with you, you can disagree with me, but no one is gonna be 100% like happy with the way certain things. Like, I could like one thing of a story, but then there's like one small thing that could just be me nitpicking, and it's my valid opinion. So yeah, basically just that. Yeah, exactly. You can't really please everyone. You cannot please anyone. Yeah, also the writers can be wrong too. Sometimes the writers themselves, like, they have their own vision on how a character should be written, and they write them wrong because, you know, they sometimes have, you know, their own opinion on it, or they also have their own opinion, like they also hate how they're being written. Yeah, Sonic fans want to control the series. They want the characters to do what they want to do and nothing else. Like, again, everyone has their valid opinion, and some of those opinions that I've seen, I agree with. There are many of them that you are right. You are absolutely right. And then some of you are actually wrong, but sometimes you guys take it a little bit too far. Like, remember, this is a business. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the Sonic and the entire characters, all of them, they're business. And even though sometimes Sega has listened to us a couple times, we're relaxing the mandates a little bit. Like, for example, Shadow. Like, Shadow, for example, is like the most character who has like the most notes in anything. When I interviewed the writers from Sonic Boom, they told me Shadow was the hardest character to write for because Sega had so many notes for him. And that's why he didn't appear in many episodes. It's only just like one time. Once in Season 1, and then once again in Season 2. Those are the only times he showed up, because it was hard to write for him. So yeah, but again, like, that's what I was saying. My opinion is, no one is gonna be 100% happy with the way anything is there. You can't please everyone. Someone's gonna be disappointed. I could love the next arc, but someone else will be like, what? This isn't what I wanted. Go back. It's gonna happen. Just wait. The story arc is going on right now. Someone's gonna be disappointed with how the story is. when that issue comes out this week, we'll see how people say like, why is it written like that? But some people say like, ooh, I love this way it's written. We'll see. You'll see. Let's go on Twitter and stuff. Okay, next. You seem to be close with Sega. Can you ask them to bring Jason Griffith back? What? Guys, listen, I may get like video game review copies and comic book copies from Sega, and I may have been able to interview some of the people from the company, but I'm not that close with Sega. I'm not that close with them. It doesn't even work like that anyway. I'm not the voice person in charge of, like, reprising roles and stuff. Like, guys, I love Jason Griffith as Sonic. We all do. And also him as Shadow. And also as Jet. But we're not gonna get him back anytime soon like that. You guys gotta move on. It's not gonna, unless Roger steps down on his own, or randomly somehow Sega decides to let him go or whatever, and they decide to get Jason back, but it's not gonna work it doesn't work like that, guys. No, I cannot. Shut up, Jay. You're encouraging them. Shut up. Like, it's not gonna, it cannot work like that. But, like, I don't even know Jason Griffith anyway. I haven't even reached out to Jason Griffith for, like, an interview, and I haven't heard back yet. It's been like 2 or 3 years since I reached out to him anyway. But no, I can't just go up to Sega and say, like, hey, guys, can you bring Jason Griffith back? You really think I'll listen to this is me saying, hi, yes, me, I'm a YouTuber, you may know me, I get copies from you guys sometimes, so can you give Jason back his, roles in the games he had, please? Guys, come on, be serious. Guys, come on, I wish I would have connections like that, but even then, I don't think it would be fair to do that, it wouldn't be, and even though, yeah, I know it's a business, that's how life is, but again, I don't think I'm gonna do that. even though I do miss Jason and many of the other 4Kids character voices. Okay, next. Official voices for Surge and Kit. Oh, this is a cool question. Many people for like Surge herself. They say that maybe either Dawn M. Bennett or Erica Mendez or as Surge. I don't know for Kit, but for Surge, they say that let me see, the character that he keeps showing me for Surge, or the voice, let's see, what's her name? So, it's one of the cookies in the character. I forget her name. I got name. Again, I need to look it up. Run. Kingdom. She voices a character. Donna Bennett voices a character that I heard her voice, and it does sound like something the Surge would sound like. So, Donna Bennett. Who is it? Ah, Twizzly Gummy Cookie. Okay. Okay, like her voice lines, do sound like Surge. So let me just put it up. Let me mute the. Oop, wrong one. Okay, let me mute the Sonic music real quick. Okay, listen to her voice.
This world is boring. No havoc, no mayhem, no chaos. Give me something to do. Peace? More like pieces. I'm from the future.
Like that sounds like a Surge voice. I can see her voicing him. If she used this voice for Surge, that would work perfectly for her. Yeah, definitely that one. If they decide to go for her, that's why I would see voice Surge one day. If they get official voices, I do think they will one day soon. If Tango and Whisper can, so can Surge. Okay, next. Oh, thank you for saving my channel. It's awesome. Thank you. Alright, next. Sonic Heroes, mid or bad? Sonic Heroes, okay. This might be my bias showing because Sonic Heroes was one of my first few Sonic games. I wouldn't say it's mid, and definitely not bad either. It's a good game. Excuse me, not the best game, but it's a good game. Like, the controls for Sonic Heroes, it definitely left me inspired. Like, Sonic Heroes was like the game that really solidified myself as a Sonic fan. Like, we got to play as all these great characters, a great story, like continuing it on from past games. Like, for example, Shadow's story continuing on. We got the Chaotix back into the prime of how they are right now. So, it's definitely not mid. The gameplay definitely needed some work. Like, sometimes you go way too fast and then you fall off. Like, I remember falling off so many times in, Rail Canyon. Every time I ride those rails, I kept falling down because sometimes I don't land on them perfectly, or I go too fast and I slip off. Like, those are the only times I will say, like, oh man, I hate this. And then also, the special keys. Oh, I hated those so much because you had to make sure you don't get hit until you reach the end. And literally, like, one hit and you're done and it's gone. One hit and it's gone. Like, I've been so close to the end and then I get hit at the last second. Like, come on, like, why can't you just have it when you collect it and then you're fine? Like, I really did not like that. Especially when it came to the harder characters, because Team Dark was the most difficult team. So, it's like, ugh, man, I hated them. I mean, I hated the keys. I hated them. But, yeah, Sonic Heroes is definitely not mid. It is definitely... it's definitely not a mid. It's definitely... good. It's just good. I'll say that. It's good. Plus, you gotta remember, the theme song, amazing. Crush 40, love you guys. Alright, next. Hated IDW arc. I wouldn't say I have a hated IDW arc. I would say I would have a least favorite IDW arc. I would say that. I don't want to say I would hate any. Hate seems too strong of a word. I definitely would have one that's least light. The one that I definitely like the least because it was when I was starting to get more review copies and started reading more of the story. It was definitely the Misadventures one. Like, that was the only one that even though there were some funny issues in there, there were definitely some things. One thing I liked about it was focusing on other characters other than Sonic, and then, you know, the characterization and the writing was fun, but I would say there were some hit or miss things, and of course I'm going to be referring to the Mimic Duo thing. Like, that's the only thing I didn't like too much about it. But the arc itself was important to the story, setting up the Phantom Riders arc. So I think that's like my least favorite of the bunch. I know there are other ones that people didn't like either, but I didn't read those, like Fallout or that digital arc where they were like, or Child Races. Like, it was after the Virus arc, so a lot of the stories were tame. But yeah, I think this was like my least favorite, at least. Hello, Sunswift. Okay. Next. Most hated Sonic character? Oh my god. Why are people asking for many hate questions? I don't hate any Sonic character. Well, okay. Okay. I can dislike a character for what they've done in the games or the story. Like, I don't like Mimic. I don't like Clutch because of the things they've done, and I definitely don't like Starline, you know, as the villain, as what they've done. but I don't hate the character necessarily. Like, when I see the character, I'm like, ugh, you again. And I don't mean like it's because what they've done in a story. Like, that is the only time. But like the character, like, if I like, I guess technically having them just like if I see the character and I go like bleh, that I don't like them around, then yeah, I guess I gotta say Mimic and Starline then. That's literally the only ones I could say like, go away, I despise you. That's the only ones I would say like I dislike. But same with Starline, even though I do want him back, you know, as like the main bad guy in the Road to issue 100 thing going on. Yeah, I would say that is my like most hated art character, I would say. Yeah. The Lunar arc was the worst in my opinion. But yeah, that's because the only reason why the Lunar arc, the stage is set, the only reason why it was bad for so many people is because of the 3-issue long thing. Because unfortunately, remember, Evan Stanley said that they were moving on to wrapping up a lot of the stories, so many of the upcoming stories were only last 3 issues. In fact, the upcoming issue, issue 88, that's the last one, and that means issue 87 and issue 88 are 2 stories long, and because issue 89 shifts focus over to Silver and Blaze, meaning the whole thing on Angel Island, that lasts only 2 issues. Only 2. That's very quick. Only 2 issues in there. That's it. So it's a very quick, small story to move on to the next one. Because we're wrapping up things to lead up to the big issue. Because after issue 89, we get to 90, and then we're only 10 issues away to 100. So that's the only reason why it was so rushed. If it was 5 or 4 issues long, like normal, then it will probably be better than what people wanted from the beginning. Okay, next. Sonic Heroes or Sonic 06? Sonic Heroes or Sonic 06? Jake, if you're in this, was this your question? Because you know I gotta go with Sonic Heroes. I am not picking Sonic 06. Sonic Heroes all the way. Mostly because, one, I never even had Sonic 06. I never had it. I never did. My cousins did because they haven't had an Xbox. I didn't. And I played it on there, and I did not like it one bit. The whole story was a mess, yada yada, the whole resetting, blah blah blah. So, no. Sonic Heroes all the way. The only thing I'll give Sonic 06 for is, you know, the introduction to Silver and all that. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I'll say about it. That's it. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is a good question right here. If you were in control of a Sonic series, what would you offer in the games? I.e., gameplay, characterization, stage of story, etc. Okay. Very easy ones. Okay, so I know that many people want a good. Oh, my mic. I know many people want a good Sonic game with a good characterization and everything, and Frontiers was the closest we've got. So I guess keeping on that a little bit more. But for me, I want to see a game not focusing on Sonic. I want to see a game with focusing on Knuckles, or a game focusing on Silver, or a game focusing on Blaze, or even Team Dark or Team Chaotix. That's me, all offering their own individual gameplay style. I know Silver uses psychokinesis for his thing, so I guess that would be implemented in his stuff. And then Blaze, I guess similar to her gameplay in Rush, but obviously some more things to implement her flame abilities. And then Knuckles, maybe something akin to the treasure hunting thing. And then Chaotix mission based, or do it a visual novel thing like the Murder of Sonic and Hedgehog, that game, the visual novel style with the mystery, that could work for them too. As for characterization, obviously you want to make sure every character is written the way they are. Blaze, I haven't seen any bad writing for her. Oddly, in everything she's been in, she hasn't had any bad writing, which is very surprising. Out of all the characters, she's fine. Silver, I know people have been mixed on him sometimes. What am I going back about that? because they want him to be either written the serious type like how he was in 06 and Rivals, but then some people love the way he's written in the game, in the comic books, because right now he's like very adorable, very awkward, and and like a total nerd sometimes. But honestly, I like a unique mix of both. And in Crossworlds, we see a mix of both of that. So I like that. So keep that. That way we get the best of both worlds there. But yeah, I would offer that. A different area where we have different setting, different characters to focus on. Like I love Sonic, but I gotta have more focus on other characters. Like come on, much better. But yeah, that is what I would offer in games. And then if I could give us Sonic Adventure 3, I would immediately put that on board. Bam! Sonic Adventure 3. Work on it right now. Do it. I don't know how many characters would have in it, but just make Sonic Adventure 3. That's it. Make Sonic Adventure 3. That's all I want. Please. That's what we all want. Right, Sega? You're listening. I know you're listening. Okay. Next. Huh? Can you and Jace please start with the brother thing? It's weird, but you never let. What? Okay, well, that one's going in the trash. Ooh, okay, who asked this? Is someone in the server asked that? Oh, come on. What? Okay, that's ridiculous. Goodbye. Who would ask a stupid question like that? Jerks. Meanies. I don't recall them like that in our server and stuff. Who would ask that? If someone in the server asks that, please don't do that. That's like really, really rude. Really rude. Don't do that. And why would it even bother you? Like, what? Moving on. Okay. I think someone already asked this question. What made you decide to play your own series? Any inspirations you had? So like I said, I didn't have any inspiration. For Future Mayhem, I was wanted a proper Mario and Sonic crossover. And then for the Mario Brothers New Future, I wanted to have something where it just focus on the Mario characters, just them. Same with the Sonic A New World thing, just focusing on them, nothing else, like no crossovers in there whatsoever. They take place after my crossovers, that's the thing, it's connected to that, so they may name drop some things there, but there won't be any like crossover elements anywhere in there at all. Okay, next. Best Mario Kart. That's a toughie because I really love Mario Kart World. Okay, so Mario Kart World or okay, okay, so Mario Kart DS is a good game, and then like Mario Kart DS, I remember getting that. I think that was my first official owned Mario Kart. That was my first official owned one on my hand. Like that was the first one I had on my hand for like the first time, and that was great. I loved playing it on my DS. Me and my cousins always played together because you would be able to play together and share the game with those who couldn't play the game, who didn't even have the game. Kind of like how Game Share is going on with the Switch. Like that is how it was, and I love that about it. And plus it had like that amazing mission mode. Again, like that, I wouldn't say it was the best Mario Kart, but I definitely loved it. And then Double Dash was my first Mario Kart game that I played. I was like a little kid in my family friend's house, and it was a blast playing it. I loved it so much. The controls are definitely like slippery, but after that, I just love the game. So, but I don't know if I have the best Mario Kart. I have to say World because it's fun, it's large. Like those, I had to say that. Even though I'm biased because of my childhood game with a DS and Double Dash. Any Sonic game you never beat? Oh, oh yeah, there's plenty of Sonic games I never beat. Like, I never beat Sonic Heroes. I never beat it because of the, keys I couldn't get. I couldn't get the keys. And then, let's see, Sonic Heroes, I beat Generations, God, I'm trying to remember some of the games I had that I couldn't beat, let's see, man, because, man, I'm trying to remember, I don't know, no, nothing on, let's see, no, because every Sonic game that came on console, it was a straightforward, there wasn't like a secret thing at the end, I didn't beat, Sonic Superstars, I didn't beat that game, I couldn't beat it, it was too hard, and it was just, I just couldn't beat it, that's the only game, Sonic Heroes and Sonic Superstars was the games I couldn't beat. Off the top of my head. Oh, wait, no. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Superstars, and the Sonic Advance series. And Sonic Battle. Like, I never beat these guys because of the special stages. I couldn't get the things. I didn't know how to get them because I was young around that time. I didn't know how we had to get those. I never figured out how to do that. But I was too young at the time. I didn't know. But, yeah, those are the ones I couldn't beat. And then, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, I never beat those. Because, again, the special thing at the end, I couldn't beat them. But yeah, I couldn't beat them. I didn't get to Chaos, I didn't get to the last thing there. No, I didn't beat the special stage. I never beat the special stages. I never beat them. Surprising, huh? Yeah, those are the only ones I never beat. Okay. Favorite Mario Party game? Oh, easily, Mario Party 7. That is my childhood. Of course, again, I might be a little biased because that was my first Mario game in general, and Mario Party game 2 in general as well. Like, that was the game, that was my favorite one. I played it at my cousin's house when I was very little, and I didn't know any of the characters, I didn't know who they were, I didn't know what was going on. I just played it and I won. I don't know how I did, I just did. But, yeah, that was, like, my favorite one that I played. That's what got me into the Mario series, I believe. It was that, but then I never played it again until I got into, like, Double Dash or whatever. But, yeah, that was my favorite Mario Party game, off the top of my head. And then a close second is, Mario Party DS. That game, again, on handheld, amazing, so much fun for, like, a mobile game, for a DS game. And then Mario Party 8, I love too. Even though the motion controls, oh my god, this minigame. No. This minigame. No. Never again. This minigame is stress. It is stressful. It is stress-inducing. You will get a headache. You will be scared. You will be terrified. It will just, Never play this minigame. If you're with friends or anyone, you're gonna be like, tense. That's a word you'll get. You will be tense by this game. No. Never again with that one. Great one, though. And then Jamboree is great, too. Jamboree is great too. Despite some of its issues, it is great too. Okay, next. Am I close to Picapella? Like, close if you get my drift? Are people thinking I got connections with everyone? Guys, I just met the guy once. I just met him once. I'm not gonna, like, ask him, like, hey, so do you know how I can get close to Sega? Like, he's not even Voice Silver anymore. I don't think he has, like, any connection with Sega that much anymore anyway. So, like, the only thing he does is the conventions. That's it. He's not good, like, so can you give me do this? Like, guys, come on. I don't have that many great connections. Come on. I don't know. And, like, what do you think I am? This, like, I'm a secret agent who knows everyone. I can get into anything. Guys, chill. Okay? Like, I don't have that connection. I do not. I wish. But I do wish I could interview the guy once. I did try to get an interview, but he's like super busy. But eventually, when we ever do an interview, I'll let you guys know, and then I can do like a question with him. So we'll see when it happens. least liked video you've done? That's actually a good question. That's actually really hard to decipher because, there are so many. I guess I would have to say the videos that were just, uploads from Mario Kart 8, because they could allow you to upload, videos. I guess some of these, but they were, like, around that time. I was, like, really young. I was always recording on either my phone or letting the Wii, replay take care of it. Like, a lot of these are all on my phone. But these got good enough views, I guess. But yeah, I guess so. Like, these were all when I was young. I didn't know that much how to do stuff anyway. So I guess those would be like the least favorite videos I've done, I guess. That's the one. Those are the ones I would say the least favorite videos. Remember, I was like that. Okay, next. Any more streams for Fusion Mayhem IRL? You mean like in reality? Oh, you mean like the scene I did with my like Jake and stuff? Right now, I don't have Jake on any like any of the projects right now, but in the upcoming episode, I'm in search of like certain things for like an animated scene. So I'm just looking for some animators to help with that. I do miss doing so much streams with Jake though, so maybe just having on as a guest star on some of them, just to, you know, doing stuff. And I know you guys like love them or whatever, like we're hanging out and stuff. But for like IRL, unfortunately, we're not like next door neighbors. If we were next door neighbors though, oh my goodness, I'll rip my hair out. No offense, buddy. But if you're ever doing me in real life and we have time to do a stream, then I'd be like, hey, we're doing Fusion Mayhem in real life. that'll be like a unique one. Okay, next. Luigi or Daisy, or Mario or Peach? Who asked this question? Because you guys already know. You guys already know. You guys already know. I literally have their picture up here. What more do I need to say? What more do I need to say there? Okay, go away. Like, really, like, you guys know. You're a great neighbor. Yeah, right. Trust me. That's why I keep waking up with, a thing in my head calling me, hit me, a thing in my back saying, kick me in the back. Yeah, Yeah, you're definitely a great neighbor. Okay, next Nintendo collab. Nintendo is like very busy on her end with her own stuff, so that's why I haven't had her be like commissioned on any of the stuff. Some of the things I do. Don't get me wrong though. One day I will commission her to do like something in the future whenever we're able to. But she's very busy with her own stuff, and I think she's still doing stuff for Mustang Lane a couple times maybe. But yeah. To me, she's very just busy right now. But don't worry, we're still friends and everything. So one day. I'll ask this. What are you gonna do to get back into the dub work? Are you talking about the Sonic Comic dubs, you mean? Well, we did just upload the latest one right now, issue 72. But the only reason why we haven't been able to do like more of the comic dubs is because I'm very busy with my many other projects. Like, I know you guys really love the comic dubs. Like, that's when I started doing the comic dubs, my channel blew up because of that. But I wish I could do it more frequently. I was only able to get Imposter Syndrome and issue 50 like out fast because they were already out by the time I was gonna be able to work on it. When they came out, we were like, Imposter Syndrome, all 4 issues were already out. I was able to get them all done and easy because they're already out, and I didn't have any other projects like to do. But now that I do other stuff, it's hard to focus on this. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to finish this. I do want to finish the Phantom Riders arc. That's why we're continuing on. And then after that, I'm going to move on and maybe like do like separate comic dubs, some things, like only a couple of things here and there. Like, whenever I post a comic dub focusing on like say Surgeon Kit, they always get like major views. So definitely more interested with them. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not done with any of the comic dub work. There's gonna be more. We're gonna be working on issue 73. I don't know when they'll be out, but don't worry. We're not out of the game. We're not out of it. We're not out of it. Next. How many game consoles do I have? Oh, that's easy. Let's see. I have the Switch 2. My 3DS is still here. I still have my DS, but it's not working anymore. Well, it could work. I just need to charge it. I don't have my Game Boy anymore. My Wii U, my Xbox 360. I lost my count. Okay. Switch 2, Switch, my Wii U, my Wii, my Xbox 360, my 3DS, and then my old DS, so that would make 7? Yeah, 7. I did have a PlayStation 1 and 2 before, but I got rid of those. So if I still had them, I would have 9, but yeah, I have 7. 7 game consoles. Bowser as Mario, the true romance. Oh my god, get out of here! Did I see Avatar Aang? No, I didn't, but I did see many clips of the movie online, and I love the thing. I really wish I could watch it, but I'm gonna get a Paramount subscription to watch it. I already seen many clips of it, so I got the gist of the story already, so I'm good. I'm good. Okay. What's your thought process when coming up with rival interactions for Cross Worlds? Oh, that's easy. When it came to the Cross Worlds, Mario Kart and Cross Worlds on my thing, whenever I came up with dialogue for some of the characters, I just thought of like, how would these guys interact with some of the characters? How would they interact? Like in the some of the videos, I made sure some of them like fit, because I know, like for example, when Bowser Jr. vs. Sage, many people were requesting them like the most, and I'm like, okay, I'll get them out, and then like it just depends on how they would interact. Like we know Mario and Sonic would interact great, but how would Mario and Eggman would interact? And Mario would not like Eggman. Eggman would not like him. And then in Wario's case, like everyone here did not like the guy. Did not like him one bit. I have an interaction between him and Rouge that people were looking forward to, that they liked. So it just all depends on the character themselves. Like and then also Daisy, like she will be very close buddy. Very buddy with a lot of the guy characters there, and then also real close one of the girls. But it just all depends on the characters themselves. How would you vision Rosalina interacting with Blaze the cat? Those two are very regal, polite. Like Rosalina has the mature motherly thing, and Blaze is very stoic. She has the great princess demeanor, responsibility, and everything. Those two would interact and get along great. Like you just have to think about that when it comes to the Crossroads stuff, and that's why I'm making more. I just wanted to get like these special ones out of the way first. There's one more like this, and then I'm gonna be doing more because a lot of people requested a lot more, so I gotta do more. Okay, next. Favorite Sonic song and who is my main in Mario Kart? Okay, favorite Sonic song. Okay, it's a tie. Okay, if I'm not going into any of the songs that are out right now in this era from Frontiers, then I'm gonna say Night of the Wind and Sonic Heroes. Those are my favorite ones of all time. Like always my favorite ones. Then, if I had to say Frontiers, then I'm gonna say One Way Dream, Break Through It All, Find Your Flame, and that one theme for Giganto. Like, those are my favorite vocal themes of all time. And if you're talking about, like, instrumental, ooh, there's so many. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into instrumental, but there's so many. There's so many. This is me. And then, my main and Mario Kart. Guys, you do see who I choose a lot in Mario Kart, right? Like, you guys, have you guys seen my content? You guys have seen me play, right? Like, you've seen me play. You've seen me play. You've raced against me. You know who I choose in Mario Kart all the time. You guys know. You guys know already. You already know my main, so that's already an obvious question. It's Big the Cat. He's not even a Mario character. Who am I talking about? Okay, next. Do you believe that several key elements from the Legend of Zelda series could resolve most problems with the Wizard of the Wolf and the Searching Kit, albeit Searching the clash with the... Are you saying like some of the things from the Zelda game would resolve their problems? I guess. I mean, I'm not a big Zelda guy, so I don't know too much about it. But I'm right now, Whisper's problem is like gone for now. Mimic is gone. And then Surge and Kid, they're already too far gone. But Surge and Kid are right now in a better place for like in terms of them being like anti-hero. At least when it comes to Surge, but some Kid's still in the bad area. Surge is the only one who's at least trying to be an anti-hero or a hero in her own way. Best Mario Party? I'm best Mario Party. Well, I already said Mario Party 7, but I'm biased, so I had to say that. Or any of the GameCube titles. I would have to say those at least. Okay, next. How do you think an adaptation in post-reboot Archie of Sonic Forces would play out? Would that have been a breaking point of Sonic, having to fight Eggman and Freedom by the these two talkie? 2, would there be any emotional turmoils? Oh my god, you're adding a lot of questions about me. Questions, oh my goodness. Oh my god, yeah, you asked so. Oh my god, there's 5 questions in all of this. Okay, I'm gonna ask one at a time. Okay, let's see. How do you think a post-reboot Sonic Forces would have played out? Would that have been a breaking point? We did see Sonic, like, reach his limit and anger many times against Eggman before. Like, that limit, like, I got your limit right here! Like, that is a great thing right there. I don't remember that post-reboot or not. I'm pretty sure if they did a Archie, version of Sonic Forces, a lot of things would have been different. A lot of things. If they did a comic version of that, I don't know how it would go, but I definitely think they would have maybe like touched upon that fear of Sonic losing against Eggman for once. That definitely would have been when I think probably would have happened. Don't know if it would have happened right now, but yeah, I think it would have happened. Man, that's a long question. Okay. Any emotional turmoils in the story? Oh my goodness, you want to ask a lot of questions here. My goodness, yeesh. I was like go in quick sessions. Yes to that. I guess yes. Any major calendar developments? Maybe definitely Sonic. Maybe Tails, Amy, Sally. Maybe Roller. Maybe too. Maybe Antoine too. It just depends on the characters themselves. Would they have to include mandates on wins in the fight? I think they would have him win near the end. Maybe like maybe a win here and there, but still lose until like the end. That would happen. Running to by Infinite kicking his butt torture son. If they're gonna do the thing where Sonic being tortured, quote unquote, for 6 months, then they're gonna have to like really do something, I guess. Like remember, in the game, he didn't even look tortured at all. He just sounded like nothing. Like it was like nothing. Like that didn't even like nothing. He acted like he just got captured in that moment. That's when I heard Sonic was tortured for 6 months, I thought that he would look so beaten up and stuff. But no, he just looked like he just got kidnapped like an hour ago. But yeah, anyway, moving on. What do you think Emma would do after being defeated? Would he go mad? Probably. I mean, probably maybe, because he finally won and then he lost again after winning. I would lose my mind too. How would you incorporate the egg bosses? I don't know. I actually have no idea. Will you do fan-made crosstalk episodes where Sonic True cut by their guest stars? Did I not talk about that? Did we not talk about it? Oh, what? There is one coming up with Silver. They are Silver. In that there is gonna be one focusing on Silver, Peach, Rosalina, and Blaze. They are gonna be talking about the guest crossover characters. There in that. So there will be one. Okay. Big question. If Surge had heard Luigi and Tails, Mario and Sonic would go berserk and beat her into a pulp. That doesn't sound like a question. That sounds like a thing you're stating. But if you are asking me if Surge hurt Luigi and Tails, then yes, Mario and Sonic would definitely go berserk on her and definitely go after her. They would. Okay, next. What other OCs you have? If you mean like my own, there are some other OCs. I don't think I have their files on here, but there are a couple Sonic OCs that I have already drawn. That 2 characters from the future that are friends with Silver, and then I have one OC who's my Sonic OC's cousin, and then another OC who is the main villain, who will be my Sonic OC's main rival, antagonist, sort of. So yeah, I do have other OCs. But as for like Mario OCs, I do have one Mario OC, but I haven't had it drawn yet. I keep forgetting and keep neglecting it. One day he'll be drawn, but he's just still in the writing phase, at least at this moment. Yeah, they clearly forgot the question mark. Date, marry, prank, Mario edition. Oh, that's easy. Date. Let's see. Date, Rosalina. Marry, Daisy. Prank, Luigi. Oh, I'm so evil. Oh, man. Next. Okay. Congrats on 30K. I'm trying to become a voice actor. I want to know, what are some tips you can give me on going on the right track? Okay, to be a voice actor, it's very, like, simple. Not really simple, but to get started, first, practice. Practice, reading lines from a scene in a cartoon or a comic, and then practice doing things. If you want to do, like, voicing, like, a character in a comic dub, and say you want to voice Sonic or Tails or Knuckles or whatever, then practice their voice in the voice you can do, in a mic, see how it sounds, yada yada, and then go from there. Over time, you have to build your skill and also your setup, because if you're gonna be like trying out for things, you need to get like a good sounding proof studio and make sure there's no like echoes or anything. You can easily look these up. There's even like books and classes to help you on this. Just start out small, try out for things on casting call clubs, stuff like that, and then build yourself up as you go from there. The one thing you always have to remember is to like not get discouraged and feel down if you get like rejected or anything, because it's just part of the game and it's just part of the creative life. You're gonna get it's never gonna be like you could easily get like a role on your first try. You could. It's not impossible. You could, but there's gonna be times where you're not gonna be getting everything. Like the last time I got like anything was like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's not on me because I've been busy with college and work. So I'm not auditioning as much as I want to. I do, but I'm just busy and all that. And the rejection doesn't really like get to me anymore because, again, I have like way more important things to focus on right now. Not that I don't want to be like in a game or anything else, but you just have to like not let it get to you. But you are gonna be up against like a lot of people. You shouldn't be like jealous or get angry at them for being like trying out. But like, imagine like you and me trying out, and then I get the role and then you don't. Like, you should not be, like, angry at me or jealous because, again, we're all trying out for the one thing. Think, for example, Mario. When Mario got a new voice actor after Charles Martinet, many people would be trying out for that. Imagine you trying out for that. You're going up against a lot of talented people. So you're gonna you're gonna come across a lot of people who have like a lot more under the belt, but you cannot let that get to you because one thing you should know that there is someone out there who's gonna listen to your voice and be like, yeah, I can see him or her in there. Yeah. So that's just some tips I can give you. But there's plenty of stuff you can do is look up them online for yourself. So do that. Question: what's your favorite Mario Kart tracks in every Mario Kart series? Okay. Gosh, it's hard to say. I kind of have like a lot of favorite tracks. Like in every Mario Kart game, I like all the tracks. Sure, there are some I prefer more than the other, but it's really hard to narrow down now, especially since in Mario Kart World, a lot of the tracks that were in previous games are combined with new ones. So yes to a lot of them, I guess. Can my OCs meet your OCs, Gamer Dude? Yeah, of course, yeah. Definitely does some. You can do some. If you can draw, then definitely have them be drawn with yours. Your OCs need to be Orky. I would, Jay, but my OCs might go like, ah, what is that thing? Okay, next. Do you often know things with Sega before we do? Well, yes. Because I get review copies of some games, so like sometimes I might get it like a couple days before you guys do, so that I'll know some things that happen in the game before you guys do when it comes out officially. And then like for the comics, I get review copies, so I could know what happens in the comic before you guys. So those are some times where I can know things before you guys. That's the only times I can know things before you guys do. But don't think I know when a video game is coming out before anything. Don't think like that. I'm not like that. I'm not that close to Sega. I'm not. Okay, so don't think I know what the next Sonic game is. No. Nothing like that. And before you ask, no, I'm not lying. Oh, brother. Who would you want as Daisy in the new movie? Honestly, I have no idea. Because they can pick anyone and then she can sound great, because you can't predict any of the people who are voicing characters in these movies. You can't predict it, because look at that. Donald Glover as Yoshi. Who could predict that? Who could predict that? So, literally, it could be anyone as long as they do a good job. And so far, they haven't missed anyone in any of these castings, so they're gonna do a good job, whoever they get as her. I hope they do a good job, because I want her to be voiced great. Would you shut down your channel if it meant working for Sega or Nintendo? No! Of course not! No way. Nuh-uh. Even if they say to me, if they said to me I had to shut down my channel to only to work for them, not a chance. Nuh-uh. No. No. No company is worth, like, this. Like, if it was, like, my dream job, I'm not gonna shut down a channel that I've worked so hard to like, get that far to work for a company. Like, no. No. I would never do that. Not gonna happen. No way. This channel's here to stay for as long as I breathe, okay? Never gonna happen. I mean, really, who would shut down their channel to work for taking Nintendo? Come on, it's not that worth it. Like, it's not that worth it. It's not that worth it. Anyway, I can get my OC redesign. Is this someone from Jacob's server? Guys, no, guys, I'm not gonna, like, push my J to redesign your OC. Just put yourself in the submission thing, and then you'll be in the running to hopefully be chosen. Hello, you can't just ask me, and then I can just ask Jay. Come on, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Come on, what do you think? I'm gonna give him puppy dog eyes. You'd be like, Jake, can you help your brother out and get this guy's OC redesign? Come on, I'm not gonna do that. No. I'm not evil like that. Next. What inspired your channel name? Well, here's the funny thing. I don't remember. I do not remember how I came up with my channel name. I don't know how I did. I know the Mario Kart part, the Mario Kart part I did because I thought I would only do Mario Kart videos at the time because Mario Kart 8 was still new around the time. I got that game and I wanted to do YouTube stuff around that. So I think maybe it was that, but the Gamer Dude part, I have no idea. I don't really know. I do not know at all, so it just came to me, and then the Gamer Dude part, I just came up with, I guess, maybe? I have no idea. You have friends? Oh, shush! Oh, Chaka, shush, dude! Yeah, I am a gamer dude, and I am like Mario Kart, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. Next, hire some of the official voices of game characters in your stuff. I actually did once. The voice of Ludwig from Mario reprised his role in one of my videos. Like he agreed to voice Ludwig in one of my videos. Let me see if I can find it. It was way back. I need to find it. Like, I need to scroll. Let's see. Let me find it. Should be around here somewhere. You're not there, not there. Ah, yeah, this one.
All three.
Okay, let me mute this real quick. I got, since I've known his voice actor for a while, so long story short, I'm when Mario Kart 8 was still around, and since he followed me on social media, I reached out to him, and then we just became like a good like VA colleague. So I tried to get into my other stuff before, and around this time, I asked him if it was okay to do this, and he asked his agent, and he said it was okay. So it was only like more lines, nothing too big.
Hey, big brother.
Ugh. What is it, Iggy? I'm busy.
Yeah, so like I hired him to come to reprise his role. I'm surprised that Nintendo allowed him to do that. So I'm surprised that I'm surprised that they allowed him to reprise his role. I actually thought he would say no, but yeah, when I asked him him to reprise his video game role, I'm like, can you do this? It's only two or three lines, and he went and asked his agent, and they said yes. So yeah, I'm surprised he said yes to it. But yeah, like that's the only video game actor that I have so far on my videos. One day I might get more. Who knows? Who knows? One day. But yeah, it was a great moment. And I know that he reprised his roles Ludwig again in the Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition, because when I saw Ludwig appear, the Koopalings appear, I messaged him saying, hey, it looks like Ludwig is back. And then he replied with a smirk emoji, kind of confirming that he did reprise his role there. So yeah, so it was cool. I did not blackmail him. Shut up. I did not blackmail him. Anyway. What was I? Okay, next. Why don't you give your son go see more love? What do you mean? I use him myself all the time. What do you mean, like, do more stuff with him? I have him in my videos. I literally have him in my comic. What do you mean, like, more love? Like, do more content with him? Well, if I could draw, I would draw a lot of stuff with him. But I give him plenty of attention. I give him a Hi Brother Wolf plenty of attention all the time. If I could draw like many scenarios with him. Trust me, I would. Next. How to do this anonymous. You mean anonymous? to keep the YouTube persona secret. My question is, I dub comments when I do with my friends a girl. We get paired together by my fans a lot. How do we stop the shipping? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you're on this watching me right now, so you say you keep your YouTube persona secret. This is a thing that happens a lot. For one, I'm very sorry you guys are dealing with that. But, okay, I wish I could say, I could say that it can stop immediately if you just tell them to stop or you just ignore it. Well, you could just ignore it. That's basically what I had to say here. I wish you could say, I wish I could say that you can stop the shipping, but unfortunately, even if you tell someone to stop it, someone else could do it. Like, you could tell one person near you, like, hey, stop it, and then they stop, and then a week later, someone else could say it. Shipping like this always happens, especially when it comes to, like, actors or certain content creators. It happens all the time. I've been shipped. Many other people I've worked with and been shipped people. I know many people have. So I would just say ignore it. Do the best you can to ignore it. Continue to do the stuff together if you can. Just work together and just establish that it's nothing like that. Establish something like that. Just tell them to stop. It's a thing, unfortunately, that always happens. It keeps happening to many people. It's just never ending. You can't really stop anyone from doing it. The only time it gets like bad is if they start making like shipping names or fan art. Like, and those are the times where like it's too far. Those are the only times where it's ever too far. But yeah, just tell them. Just tell them to stop and then just ignore it for as long as you can. If it gets to the point where you have to say something again, then just say it. But yeah, I'm hoping that you guys resolve that and you guys are able to do content together at least. Didn't expect this kind of question on here. Yeesh. What do you think of the Diamond Cutters? Do you think they could one day become a good team? If you're talking about the new Diamond Cutters, they are great. I like that, you know, they're taking, they're doing the original Diamond Cutters memory, and they could become a good team. I know right now, the Diamond Cutters are, you know, AI Tails, no, why? Why is that there? I know the new Diamond Cutters are, you know, they're like that right now. And, you know, with all that, so I do think they become a good team. I don't know, like, if in a future video game they'd be together like that. If they could, it'd be great. Yeah, they definitely need to just be better. And after the whole thing with Mimic, they just need to come back together and work together and hopefully be a proper team. Well, let me switch over to Mario music. Ooh, Super Bell Hill, yummy. Okay. What was I? Oh yeah. Okay. Why do I like Luigi and Daisy so much? Oh, that's easy. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? That's why. But seriously, I like Luigi because I connect to him more than Mario. Like, Luigi, I see myself in him a little bit. He can be goofy, he can be a bit awkward, a bit shy, a bit timid, a bit scared of things. So, and looking at how he is in the movie, that's literally me sometimes. So that's how I relate to the guy so much. And then as for Daisy, I just really like, obviously aside from looking great, funny enough, I didn't really like her that much when I was younger. I preferred Peach more, but then in Mario Strikers, that's when it changed. That's when it changed. And then I just grew to love her personality way more, so that's why I prefer Luigi and Daisy a lot more. Plus, again, look at them. They are both very adorable. Haha. Mine. 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 Breaking up with you, then I go to him. Breaking up with you, breaking up with that. Ha! But yeah, definitely that's the reason why I prefer Luigi and Daisy a bit more. Okay, where was I? Okay. But yeah, that's why I prefer Luigi and Daisy a lot more than the Mario characters. That's why I always have them like be my mains in some of the video game stuff. As like their personalities, very much so. That's why I cannot wait to see their interactions in the upcoming movie in the future. Host a panel. Oh, I would love. This isn't really a question. I'm just saying host a panel. You didn't ask a question. You're just saying host a panel. But yeah, I would love to host a panel one day because just be up on stage and or any room and just have people ask me questions and everything, or I talk about something. It'd be so great. I'd be nervous as heck, but it would be so amazing. That's why whenever I see a thing about a Sonic convention, I always hope to go there. Like, I know I got invited to one before, but unfortunately I couldn't go because of money and, you know, college and all that, so I couldn't go, which really sucks. But I'm hoping that they bring the expo over to like nearby me. That's a little bit closer. That I don't have to worry about traveling too far, because like for example, the Science Symphony, it was in New York, and I was able to go to that. That was my first Sonic event ever, and I loved it. To me. So, if they bring it to a place that's closer to me, I can do it. If it's a panel in New York or Atlantic City or anything like that in New Jersey, I would love to go there and then host a panel there. I would definitely do so. Would I do it by myself though? Definitely not. All by myself? No. I'm gonna have some people with me. I gotta have my buddies with me. And no, I'm gonna be doing it by myself. I'll be too nervous. What kind of panel? I guess maybe again, like maybe Sonic related. I guess like, I don't know. I mean, talk about my YouTube career, any of the series I do. I guess maybe if my series gets popular enough, I could do it. Maybe. That I guess, or just like if it's just a YouTuber panel where they just ask me questions and stuff. I guess that maybe, like, man, it's like, see, that's a lot of questions you have to think about it, because I don't know. Usually when you see a panel in a convention, it's always about a specific topic, about the show, or the voice actors themselves, so I guess maybe about me, or even the stuff I do. That's basically it. Yeah, I think that kind of panel. I can't think of anything else. Okay, where is your IDW comments? If you're talking about my dubs, they're all gonna be in the works. Just give them time. Give me time. Just be patient. I got a lot of other projects on hand and everything. But if you're asking about like me having my comments physically, they're right near me on my a butt shelf. Next. Which character that you voice acted is your personal favorite? Whether as a character or to voice over. Oh, it's easy. Okay, for as a character, obviously I'm gonna say Iggy Koopa is my favorite character to voice. I mean, come on. So yeah, that is a character I love voicing the most, because whenever I talk, I do hear Iggy come out like a lot. Because I remember when I made a post, asking, what Mario character do you see me voicing? Then one person said, I can hear your voice, Iggy Koopa, you sound like him. And I'm like, really? So then I started to think, how would Iggy Koopa sound like? How would he sound like? And then when I started to do the raspy tone, there it is. There his voice was born. But yeah, that's my favorite character to voice in anything. And then the voice over, there's this one villain character in the game that I can't talk about yet. I voice him, and the game is still in the works. He basically sounds like this, and he sounds like a very mature yet very, what's the word I would say? A bit of a flirt, I would say. Yes. Or he thinks he's all that. Like, I think there was like one line where it says like, "Oh, I'm so exceptionally handsome," don't you think? Or one of the attack lines like one of the attack lines was like, my. Like, I don't know like what he has going on, but he is like that kind of tone. Woo, that makes someone blush. But that's what I love though. If I and that would be, I always did like think so it'd be funny having a character that someone would simp over, because we all have a character who the voice sounds so good. You're like, oh my god, they are so attractive to listen to, even look at. So I haven't seen how his model looks yet, but if he looks so buff and everything, I'm gonna have people simping over my voice and be like, yes, and they're not gonna know it's me till it comes out. Yeah, so I think that was my favorite one. And then me voicing a dragon in a computer game, I forget his name, but it was basically my voice, but a bit more high pitched like this. I talk like that a little bit more, a little bit high pitched like this. Him voicing him was funny because he's a little bit awkward and he tells like some jokes that weren't even funny. But yeah, I think he was my other favorite character to voice. Jet? Me? Actually, Jake, you're not the first one to actually suggest that, but I don't know. I don't hear Jet. Whenever I say, like, I don't know, I need to, like, practice the voice more, like, if I always say, no way I'm gonna lose, I don't know, I need to, like, practice a little bit more, like, I need to have more squawkiness in my voice. But that's more Jason, but for the guy voicing him now, I could try his tone, maybe? I don't know, I need to practice that a little bit more. Yeah, Okrin. You remember you remember my thing? Aw, nice. I'm surprised you remember, not me. Wood, Rosalina, and Silver used telepathy to communicate. I don't think Rosalina has telepathy. I don't think. Does she? I don't think so. And Silver doesn't have telekinesis. He has psychokinesis. That's two different things. But yeah, I can see that happen doing that. But yeah, those are the characters I like voicing them the most. Next, most hated Sonic theme song. I don't know. I always like any of the theme songs for any characters. But if you're talking like for Sonic specifically himself or a game, I don't know. You also need to like specify, because there are some theme songs that are just instrumental and not vocalized. So it would have to be I really need to think here. Maybe if you're talking about instrumental, man, I'm really having a hard time thinking, because Sonic music is always so good. Even some games are bad. Yeah, I don't have anything for me. Amy's theme song? Really? Amy? Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't know people hate her theme song. You're talking about the one from Adventure, right? My Sweet Passion? That one? Oh, I'm surprised. I like that one. I'm surprised people don't like it. An Infamous theme? Really? An Infamous theme, I always like that. Like the beat of the music, I love that one. I didn't think that. Fist Bump? Oh, no. Fist Bump wasn't bad. I like the vocals. It's fun. Oh, yeah. The lyrics could be edgy. It were a bit edgy, a little bit. But then again, they were really leaning into the edginess for him and Shadow. So, so I guess that could work. But yeah, for myself personally, I don't have a. Wait. Oh, wait. There is one that I didn't really bond with or vibe with that much. I guess Big the Cast theme from Adventure. That one I guess was the one I didn't really like that much. That one I didn't like. Whenever I listened to it in the soundtrack. I need some water. We're talking a lot. Okay, next. What do you want to happen in IDW? Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Ugh, I've been waiting for a question like this. Okay. In IDW, I want many other ongoing stories in the series because people have been noticing how we only have one ongoing series that happens all the time. We wait so long for one series and one issue every month. But in Archie, we had multiple stories and multiple things that span for a couple issues. Kind of like with the small side stories that happen a little bit, but they are just like one and done for a while. But we need a long, ongoing thing happening. I know that Evan Stanley said there isn't enough budget for that to happen, unfortunately. So that's why some stories couldn't happen. And then I would also want stories focusing on other characters, not Sonic, okay, or Tails, or like, well, no. I'm focusing on other characters, not Sonic. Like, I want a big story arc focusing on just Shadow and Team Dark, or a story arc focusing on just the Chaotix, or focusing on just Amy or whatever, or even and then especially a story arc focusing on Silver in his future, or Blaze in her world. Like, stories like that. There is so much potential everywhere. I don't need to get into any of the details because you already know when I mention all those names of the characters, that you know what I mean when I talk about that. That should happen in IDW, but unfortunately, we don't get that. I'm not gonna say it may never happen, but right now, I mean, after issue 100, who knows what's gonna be happening after that? So, like, that's what I want to see happening, at least one day. Yeah, the Sonic Universe comics, like that, yeah. Do you ever get discouraged doing Sonic comments? I mean, comparing to other Sonic comment dubbers? Not really, no. I mean, Adrenaline Dubs and Corby's Cubby, they do amazing editing work. Their stuff is amazing. Like, I'm just a small-time YouTuber, and I have like 2 editors that are in the chat right now. It's just us 3, and even though our editing has improved over the years, and Egg Paladins and Miles Stalkers, like, their editing is amazing compared to mine, but I don't really get discouraged because we're all not in. This is not a competition. I do remember getting comments before comparing my dubs to Adrenaline before, and it was not funny. I didn't like that, and neither did Adrenaline. Adrenaline did not like that they were doing that. They made it very clear that they do not like it whenever fans of theirs point out that one comic dub is better, like their comic dub is better than this one, or they put down someone else's. Like, no, they do not like it whenever fans have go to other comic dubbers and they put down other people like that. Like, that's not really fair to them. But like, Adrenaline is built up with so many great editors and stuff. And then Corby's Cubby, like, their stuff, his stuff is amazing. Like, it's amazing all the stuff they have right there. So this thing is not a big competition right there. Like, not at all. Really not at all. I really didn't. Ugh, excuse me. Not anything to get jealous over. Would I feel? We really shouldn't be getting jealous of that. Would I feel like, oh wow, again, like, I want attention? Would you feel like that maybe a little bit? Maybe, but you shouldn't let it really get to you, because at the end of the day, we're all just doing great comic work. It's not a competition, and if you feel yourself getting a little bit jealous or anything, then just take a step back, breathe, realize that it's just like a thing. You really shouldn't be doing that. Other people like you are in the same position. Don't let it do that, and don't let it do that. So no, I don't really get that discouraged that much. I mean, not anymore, really. But Definitely don't get discouraged doing comic dubs if you want to do a Sonic comic dub. Don't get discouraged by my view count or Adrenaline's or Corby's or anyone else's. Just do it and have fun. That's it. Okay. What inspired you to make a comic with your Sonic OC? Oh, you mean the thing with Sonic in a New World thing? Basically I wanted to include a story with him a little bit, because I wanted to adapt his character a little bit more. I don't know if I saw the image here. Let me see. Do I still have it here? No, I would have to scroll through to find it. I don't remember the name. I keep forgetting the name of it. Do I have it here still? Do I have it here still? No, I do not have it. I don't think, unless I'm blind and I miss it or I scroll past it or whatever. Let me scroll and find it. I have way too many pictures in here for my videos. Oh, here it is. Yeah, like, I wanted to just include more story with him, to adapt to expand his character a little bit more. Like, in this thing, you see right there, he says, I found out I'm related to an ancient world society that can use magic. Like, that's something that I want to expand his character, give him more lore. So, I'm working with one artist to create a couple pages for this story. It'd be like in like how IDW works. This is this is an arc, and this is an arc where there's one arc, then the next arc, then the next arc, and the next arc. This arc is all about my Sonic OC, and that's clearly as you can see, everyone is older because I made sure of that, but there's a couple years in the future. Tails is taller, has goggles like his Sonic Boom counterpart, and Knuckles has his face like the Echidna tribe. I gave him a scar. I made him get a scar because he got into a fight with someone. That'll be a character in a later arc that I'll bring up later on. And then I gave Sonic different gloves, and I gave him the medallion. From his underground days, which means it's canon. So Sony and Manic do exist in this continuity. So yeah, but that's more. There'll be more pages eventually down the line. But yeah, let me get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, that's what inspired me. That's why I want to create more lore with him. People will read this and people will read this here read this on here. I'll post it on here, and then obviously I'll probably get it dubbed one day. Okay, next, can you care to give a tale of the Jay created market on the server? I have to know the backstory. Okay. I'm pretty sure in the server we already like talked about how if you're in the server you should know by now if you've seen us talk already. But basically I think I was okay, I'm trying to remember how I mentioned it the first time. Okay, how me and Jake met. I think I was referred to him, or he referred me to. I cannot remember. I honestly cannot remember. I know I was looking for artists for. It was definitely for Fusion Mayhem. It was for Fusion Mayhem. I reached out. We got to talking about doing art. That's later down the line is when we started doing like art for episode 2 or 3. It was 3, right? It was 3 with the Koopalings thing. So around that time, he was also like helping me with one other person who was helping me with the intro. Jake helped me with the intro too, for the logos and stuff. He made that, and then after that, I think down the line, around that was around the time once the thing was getting done, and that was when I decided to like try to know the guy a little bit better, and invited him to play Mario Party sometime. I think, yeah, we played Mario Party together first, and then we talked on voice chat for the first time, and then after that is when we started to do the Fusion Mayhem streams and started on getting on each other's nerves, and then the Science Symphony came around, and that's when we just made up a reality, and then man, I know we're talking way too much about this thing. Then basically just here we are right now. Basically, he's basically like the little brother I never wanted, but then I got it. Yeah, basically the whole tale, I would say. If I miss anything, Jake, say something in the chat, but I cannot remember like all of the big details. Oh yeah, you drew my other OCs. Man, I completely forgot about that. Oh my god. I completely forgot you drew those. Oh man. Man, time goes fly by. Man, we didn't know each other that long. Man, it's been years. Man. There's so much of the tale. Okay. Any more Sonic OCs? Someone already asked a question about the OCs. Already mentioned, the OCs here. Hunter the bear, and Aurora the snow leopard. And then, Nebula the tiger. Those are some other Sonic OCs that, I had made. Hunter and Aurora are from the future, so they live in Silver's time, and then Aurora is Hunter and Aurora are from the future, they live with Silver in Silver's time, and Nebula is my Sonic OC's, main antagonist that he will fight, so yeah, look forward to that. Okay, next. Did someone in the server ask this? The day this happens is the day Charmy B gets his own video game, okay? Bye! The day that happens is when Charmy B gets his own video game. AKA, never gonna happen. No thank you. Sorry, Jake. No thank you. Ugh, water. Okay. If Super Smash Bros. Would include more Mario Sonic characters, which one from each series is most desired? Which one are most likely to appear in the future title, and why? Okay. For Mario, obviously Waluigi, because Waluigi has been like the most requested out of every Mario character, because we have basically every Mario character in the game for Smash Brothers. We have Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Wario, Bowser, DK, Diddy Kong, Bowser Jr. Like, we have all those people, but not Waluigi. It's actually very shocking that he's not there. So, I think he's going to be the next one. He definitely is going to be the next one. I have no doubt. And then, he's literally the only other Mario character. I would say also Pauline, but I think maybe Pauline might be an assist trophy, maybe. I think she might be, because I just don't see her being a playable character. I mean, I would love that, but I see her being an assist trophy, maybe. Okay. And then for Sonic, obviously, again, Tails, Shadow, and Eggman are like the most requested for any Sonic character. Tails is the most obvious. He's Sonic's sidekick. It'd be great to have him there, and they can easily implement a lot of great playsets. And then again, Shadow is like the above most character that people want him. Like ever since so much Shadow got the new Doom powers from Generations, he easily could have that in that game. But we didn't get it in Ultimate, which really, really surprised me because I remember the build up to him. People wanted him in the game, and then when he got revealed to be an assist trophy again, oh my god, people were so upset, like, because we first saw Knuckles as an assist trophy first, and we thought because Knuckles was an assist trophy, then that would mean Shadow would be a playable character this time. Nope. A game with the thing Ultimate in it, and the Ultimate Life Form is not playable in it. Like, I was very surprised by that. When he was revealed as assist trophy, I was so upset. And it was like an hour before I went to college, to campus, so I was like very upset when I saw that. Very upset. But yeah, he isn't requested, and then also Eggman, because you know he's Sonic's bad guy. We got a lot of bad guys in Ultimate. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Waluigi and Shadow are like the two most requested characters, I would say. And funny enough, Waluigi and Shadow, they have a special animation in the game where they're like, in angry towards each other, which is like funny as heck. I don't know why, but it's funny that they're like that. I think it's supposed to be both of them are realize they're like that, like what on earth got into like art like that? Like it's like in your nose meta joke that they both have suffered a lot. Like yeah, we both I don't like you either, but we both suffer at the same time. Yeah. Okay, next. Favorite video I've done. I guess the Comic Dubs, I guess. And that's how I done. Maybe also Vision Mayhem. Hard to say, really. There's so many good videos I've done. So, on top of my head, any Comic Dub I've done, Fusion Mayhem, and the Crossworld stuff too, and then something where the Mario at Sequester Girls Metro Crisis ones too. It's really hard to say. I don't really have a favorite one, really. They get good numbers, so I guess that's what matters. Okay, next. Describe Silver in 2 words. He is... Okay, Silver the Hedgehog is... my god, I'm trying to find a good name. No. Oh, he's peak and... He's peak and... let's see, he's peak and he's... No, peak and... Man, I'm trying to think of a word, my god. I'm losing it. Silver is peak, and he's... Let's see. Silver is peak, and Man, I cannot find a second word. Oh my god, I feel bad. No, I got it. Silver is the GOAT. There, that's 2 words. The GOAT. That's what he is. And I mean, like, and I mean that in a way, like, he's awesome, he's amazing, he deserves better, stuff like that. Silver is a cool dork. Yeah, he is. He's our cool dork. Okay, next. Oh wow, last question. Awesome. Okay, MarioKartGamerDude, they have 2 rallies, and I have a question. What kind of rally upcoming in the update was it as a drill and boomerang cup? Honestly, it could be any item, because they can just come up with any of the random items that Mario has over the years, so it could really be anyone. It doesn't really matter what I say, because it could be anyone. We have, like, multiple coming up in the year, so we'll see whatever they get down the line. Wow, we got through this many questions. A lot. And there were 2 that made me want to go like, really? I know it's one of you people on the server. One of you asked those. I don't know who, but I will find out. I'll find out one day. Anyway. Okay, guys. Thank you all so much for these questions. They were outstanding. I loved answering every single one of them. This is just round 1. Round 2 is going to be very funny, because round 2 is when I'm going to be drawing my friends' OCs. So I'm going to be drawing their OC characters. I'm going to find a program that I can use to draw the characters as best I can. And I don't know how many I'm going to be drawing, and we'll see how many I get. And then if it's too much, I'll probably just limit it. But I'm gonna ask them to send them my OCs, and then I say my OCs. I'm gonna ask them to send them their OCs, and then I set up a day to do it, and I might have them be in the call. That way they can like observe me and see, how I do it, and then point and laugh and just be utterly embarrassed by how I draw and how it goes. Excuse me. But yeah, I'll draw those and see how it wraps up, and then it's like, here's my masterpiece, enjoy, point and laugh, and then cry, because you maybe suffer drawing them. I just hope it doesn't get too complicated. Okay, guys, so tomorrow morning, Nintendo's gonna be doing a Fire Emblem Direct. So tomorrow morning, gonna be having it. What time is it gonna be? I think it's like 10 or... Pretty sure it says on the website. Let me look real quick. Oh, this is streaming. Nice. Yeah, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm gonna stream the yeah, notify me 10 a.m. tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna stream the direct, because it's a Fire Emblem game. I love Fire Emblem, so I'm gonna stream it, and then anyone that's joining on the fun. And then I think maybe if I'm free next week, then I'll do the streaming of the part 2 of my friends' OCs, and that'll be the special round 2, and then we go on from that to Mark Our World, and then Cross Worlds, and go from there. Alright, guys, again, thank you all for your questions, and then if I missed any and you still want me to answer some of them, then just, post a comment somewhere and I'll find it. Don't worry if I missed any. If I skipped any, it's because they were either inappropriate or because, you know, you guys were being so smart. I know one of you were in the server. I know you guys in the Jade server. I know you were there. It was had to be one of you guys. It's one of you guys. I know it doesn't troll me. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning if you are going to be watching with the Fire Emblem stream.